All right, so welcome to a new live New York session, live New York session on the 1st of December. So today we had a London session, right? We had a London session today, and it was pretty amazing, Sales below 139,450, sales below 139,450, executed on that idea, got this entire move down, all this way down. So yep. So this was executed on the 5-minute, right? This was executed on the 5-minute. 5-minute form like this, a weak bullish 5-minute candle, and executed at the low right over here. Took sales right over here. Stop loss was very small. Stop loss was around 6 pips, 7 pips stops, right? And what happened? Price went down here, and then over here, right? At this point, I went to news, right? Oh, let's close this. Yeah, I went to news, and I saw this. I saw that the manufacturing sector, right? The manufacturing sector was pretty good news, 55.6. So it's better than forecasted, right? Better than forecasted. So then at this point, I had a one lot open, right? One lot open. And what did I do? I closed 0.50 because I wasn't comfortable because the news was bullish, right? News was bullish sentiment. And then I closed one lot of 0.50 there. And then what happened? Price came back to my entry. So this was my entry. At my entry, so I had 0.50 remaining, right? I closed 0.25, 0.25 at break even, 0.25 at break even, and then this dropped all the way down here, From this point, from right at this point, this was my entry. This fell around 25 pips, 25 pips. It fell 25 pips, and I secured around 13 pips. I had 0.25, so I secured around $30. $30 there, and that was it. That was my one trade for London, right? So now let's look at New York. Let's see what we do for New York. And in the New York session, oh wow, we have 12 members here. We have 12 members. Pretty good. Everybody's present. Oh, one more guy is supposed to come. That's fine. And yep. Ooh, who is this? Mr. Mudan Naik. Oh, nice. All right. So let's see what New York brings us, right? New York, right? So now what happened, right? Price came down here, right? Price went up here, right? This was a resistance, right? So this resistance was retested, right? Can you see that? This resistance was retested, and at all the way here, this way, right? Resistance retested, and then price came down. So now price is bearish, right? Price is bearish. So where can we expect price to come next? Price can come next all the way, I would say, to this area. So this area was respected, right? This area was respected, came down. So if we can clear this area, right? If we can clear this area, then we have clean candle to the left. Why do I say clean candles? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Clean candles. So these are clean candles. So clean candles are what I look for, right? Clean candles are what I look for. This area. 1, 2, and then we have this area, 3. Right, this is what I'm looking for. So once we break, so I have specific requirements. So even today, right, I came to the charts, and right over here, like, we were going to take sales, but we waited. Simple as that. You get paid if you wait, right? Simple as that. So at the 5 minutes, right? So wait, let me show you that. Why is that? Which time? Okay. 5 minute was, this was here. Yeah, this is here, 255. So right, this candle formed like this. So in the beginning, I was thinking, you know what? I can take sells if this breaks the low, right? If this breaks the low, I can take some sells and then press a stop loss over here. But then you know what? I waited till this candle formed, right? So this support was right over here. And then what happened? This broke the low. As it broke the low, took sells. So you have to wait. It's very important that in Forex, you need to wait. There's no impulse entries. There's no irrational trades. You have to wait. And if the favor is if the probability is on your side, then you can take the trade. Okay, somebody's calling me on Instagram. Yeah, no, it's not Instagram. This is Telegram. Okay, I don't know who. All right. So yeah. So let's see, bro. Why did you wait again? You mean over here? Over here, you can come on mic, Rida. That's fine. You can come on the mic and you can talk. Then I can explain to you clearly.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
Why did you wait in that situation?
this area is it?
Yeah.
Okay, so basically what happens is, right, price came down, right? So when I was looking at the charts, this was the support, right? So over here, right, okay, let's remove this, let's place this up here. So when price is coming down, right, now I saw this clean area to the left. I wanted price to head down to these areas, right? So we got this clean move. So I wanted to wait because there was no confirmation. If I were to take sells here, my stop loss would be here, my risk would be up to here. So I didn't have any confirmation just because price came down and closed below this support. So looking left, there was some issues here as well, there was support here as well. So I waited for price to form this weak bullish candle. So this is my cue that price is going to go down, right? So once this formed a weak bullish candle, and I told you guys, like there were some people during here during London over here, and then as price broke the low, right? So this was the second confirmation. Price formed weak bullish, first confirmation. As price breaks the low, second confirmation. So I waited till I got this formation. So as I got this formation, I executed right over here. See, can you see this low over here? This low got broken by this candle. So once this low got broken, I took short entries right at this point with stop loss above this candle, above the breakout candle. And then my target was somewhere, yeah, somewhere 10 pips here, but then price went all the way down. So looking at the 15 minute, I took entries. Basically, we took entries once this low was broken. Once this 15-minute low was broken, and stops were kept about the breakout candle right over here. And then price went all the way down and gave us this extra move as well. Yeah, I know you might not grasp this strategy soon, like right now, but we'll have I think tomorrow or day after we'll have this lesson on candle formations. We broke the support. Yeah, so this, right, so look at this candle, right? So now this candle, right, this candle also is breaking the low. So will I be executing on that idea? So where would I want price to come down to, right? So I want price to come down all the way here. So this area, I want price to clear this area, to be honest. I want price to clear this area. Once it clears over here, we can come down. That's what I'm looking for on GBJPY. So once again, we will have fresh analysis. So let's do a fresh analysis since everybody is here today. Like most of the fellows are here today. So let's do a fresh analysis, right? So let's go to daily. First thing you need to do is go to the daily. You need to check the daily, reset the chart. Let's remove all this. This was the alert I kept. Oh, maintenance. Okay. All right. So let's look at the daily, and yeah, so let's place the horizontal line. So this area was a very strong resistance. Why? Because on 10th of November this guy rejected, on the 26th of November this guy rejected, and today on the 1st of December we are rejecting this area. So if we break up over here, right, if we break up above this area, what can we do next? What can we expect next? We can expect price to look left. Price can look left, and then it sees this area. This is called a wick. So when price moves with momentum, price looks at the left side and says, you know what, okay, there's a wick here, let's fill that wick. So we get the wick fill. So we get a wick fill right over there. So let's clear all this. So next level, I would say, if we break up over here, we come over here. And if we break up above this, we can come all the way up here, right? We can come all the way up here. So you need to have specific requirements. This is what I say all the time. When you're trading, you can't just take buys, you can't just take sells. Just because like news is good, you can't take buys. Just because news is bad, you can't take sells. Like you need to wait. Right? So now you look left, right? Now I'm looking left and I see what? Previous resistance now turn support. So I'm gonna mark that up. I'm gonna mark this up right over here, right at this point. I'm gonna mark it up. And then I see there's a support formed here as well, right? So I marked it up as well. Let's mark it up. So why is this a support? Previous resistance, price came up here, got rejected. Price came up here, got rejected. Price came up here, got rejected. So previous resistance now turns support, right? Simple as that. So now your idea is that if we break up over 139,789, you can get a wick fill up to 142.97. That's around what, 60, 70 pips? This is around, yeah, it's around 50 pips, 50 pips, yeah, 50 pips. So this range, this area looks pretty clean, right? It looks pretty clean. And now, right now, what do? You go to the 4-hour. You know, you have marked out your points. You go to the 4-hour and you see if your points, right, if your area is correlated with the daily, whatever we marked on the daily, if it's correlated. So then I see, okay, this area looks pretty good, right? So now I remove this. I've removed this. So it's up to you, right? Personal preference is okay. Like, you know, personal preference is fine. Let's put this up here. Yeah. I normally like the rectangle, because rectangle gives me a sense of confidence. You know, it gives me confidence on executing. So that's why I use my magic rectangle here. So now I see, okay, this looks perfect. This also looks perfect, right? Why? Because it's respecting our zone, right? So I draw this up as well. Like, let's draw this up as well. And then I remove this, right? I remove that. And now on the 4-hour, you see if you can get further information, right? You can see if you get further information. So now we see, you know what, this area was a support. So let's draw this up here, right? Let's draw this up here, right? Let's draw this up here and let's place it properly, right? So now we can see that previous support now turn resistance. Simple as that. Previous support now turn resistance. And then we see another area like right over here, right over here, right over here. Lots and lots of areas being formed. So you should mark everything up. And as we scroll down, you can move these zones. So right, so you mark everything up. This was a support, this was a support, and now you see a support here as well. Why? Support, 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 right? So you mark this up as well, okay? So now you know that, okay, price is trading within this range. Price is now trading within this range, right? So now you look left. You look all the way left, right? So this makes sense. If you extend this to the left, you see that, okay, if we break up over here, we have this clean candle to the left. So we know that we're gonna get a trade all the way from here to here. This is a sure 80-90% probability trade, right? So I'm waiting for this area. I am waiting for this area, and let's see what happens, right? Let's see what happens. So I'll mark this up. Okay, so now I go to the 1-hour. I go to the 1-hour, and I check the 1-hour, right? So now the 1-hour. Now on the 1-hour, you need to arrange your charts, arrange your zones, arrange everything, right? So on the 1-hour, I would say that this area was a support. Is this staging me? Okay, so yeah, on the 1-hour, right? Yeah, okay. So on the 1-hour, so this looks like a support. Right? This looks like a support, and so this support was right over here, right? So this was perfect. So now price came up here, rejected this, and went all the way down. So this is also another support. So this support, close this, yeah. So this support right over here. So it's respecting this area, right? This is a very strong support. So this was a support during 26th of November as well. So if we move this up all the way here, right? So resistance, previous resistance, now turn support. So now our zones are very clean. Now we have direction, right? Why? Because if we break below this, we are coming all the way here. Clean candle to the left, right? Clean candle to the left. So now we go down to the 30-minute. Let's look at the 30-minute. Yeah, 30-minute, right? Now clean candles here. We still have some room to come down. So we are trying our best to break this. And on the 15-minute, yeah, 15-minute broke the low. So once we break this low, I would say that we might actually come down to this area. Yeah, because GJ is now bearish. Price came down, respected this, came down, broke this, went all the way down. So once this breaks a low, I'm not entering any sells, not yet, because today is the 1st of December. Have to take it very slowly, right? Very, very slowly. 1st of December. I have to take it very slowly, so gotta be very careful. Gotta be very careful. So, yep. So that's my bias on GJ. GJ, if we break this low, yeah, if we break this low, let's say if we break this low, yeah, stops are gonna be around 15, 16 pips. So stops above here, and then you're targeting this area. You're targeting this wick first, and then all the way down. Yeah, so that's gonna take some juice, right? That's gonna take some. Look at this, right? This area, yeah. So this area, you look left. Whenever you're in doubt, you zoom out and you look left. And if you draw this area all the way here, you see that this area is support. This area, price came down here, rejected. First guy came down here, rejected. Second guy came down here, rejected. Third guy almost came down here, try to move down, but got rejected. So now you have to be very careful. Today is the 1st of December. Remember that 1st of December, holiday season's approaching. So you need to be super careful. It's like you're going through some turbulence, right? Going through turbulence, and you need to be holding on to something proper, like something steady, right? So we took one trade during London. So right now I'm waiting for a quality trade. I'm waiting for a quality trade to take during NY. So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens on this. And so are you expecting the price to fall parallel to the bullish candle? Are you expecting price to fall parallel to the bullish candle? Okay, so parallel to the bullish candle. So basically what I'm expecting here is that I want this area to be mirrored, right? Looking at the 30-minute, on the 30-minute, these areas were clean candles. So what I would want is candles like this, just like that. After you break this, 1, and then 2, and then 3, and then 4, something like this. Same way this went up, I want candles like this in red color candles. So but my requirement is that I need price to break below this. I need price to break below this. Why? Because if you break below this area, looking left, we have clean candles. We have clean candles all the way, like this. 1 clean candle. There's no issues, right? There's no issues. The only issue here is that this area is an issue. This area is an issue. So this area is also an issue. So I would want this candle to close like this. I would want this candle to close like a strong bearish like this. And then once it peaks down over here, the next candle can break the low, and 1, 2, and then 3. This is what I want. This is what I'm looking for. This is exactly what I'm looking for. And let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. So this is what I want today on holy, wait, let me check gold. I was waiting for something on gold today. Oh my god, yeah. So this was during yeah, I missed this. This was during London. This was analyzed during London. So this was a no trade area. And I wanted see, I've marked it up. 1798 was my cue to take buys all the way up to this area. So look at this, came exactly clean candles all the way. Yeah, so I think yeah, Jason, JJ, and Rashif was here, yeah, and Akif as well, yeah. So this area, see, clean candles. So Rida, the answer to your question is that I want candles to mirror themselves, right? I want this candle. So exactly this candle was like this, right? It was like this. So I look for clean areas, clean candles. So this candle, it mirrored exactly the candle on the, this was on the what? This was on the 27th of November. This was on the 1st of December, right? So clean candles all the way up. So this, oh wow, this was amazing. I missed this. I was having lunch. 80 pips. Ah, that's okay. Yeah, so I missed this move. I had my alert set over here. Yeah, 1798, but missed it. Yep. So yeah, some trades you miss, some trades you get. So now we wait for a support to be formed. We wait for a support to be formed, and then we can take the trade to retest this high. We can
Were
take,
you expecting the
yeah.
support to be formed in this situation?
So in this situation, a
Yeah.
support can be formed somewhere over here or maybe over here as well. So how a support forms is like this candle comes down, right? This candle comes down maybe up to this area. Let me put it up. Hold on. Let me put it up. So I would say this candle, right, somewhere here. Maybe here. It can be here, or it can be also here. So what I would want is I would want the candle to come down here, and then I would want the candle to form a 15 or a 30 minute, or 15 or a 30 minute candle like this, and then what I would do is I would wait for the next candle, right? So now this candle will have a small tip on the top, like this is called a wick, right? A small tip on the top. So what I would want is I would want the next candle, right? The next after this candle forms, I would want the next candle to break the high. I would want the next candle to break the high just like this. Once it breaks the high, then I know that, okay, this support is now formed. So once it breaks the high, what am I going to do? I'm going to take buys. I'm going to take buys, long position, because this is my first confirmation. The second confirmation is once it breaks the high over here. So I take buys. I take buys with stops below this candle. And then I'm looking for a trade up to this area. I'm looking for a trade up to this area. So my target will be here. So this move will be around is around 50 pips. Yeah, 50 pips. So that's what I'm looking for on gold. That's what I'm looking for on gold. So this I missed it. So now I'm waiting for a support to be formed for me to take the trade up. That's what I'm looking for on gold. On GBP JPY, on GBP JPY, on GBP JPY. Yeah, on GBP JPY is pretty fishy, right? See, it broke the low, but you need to be very, very, very aware of your zones. So my zones, if I'm taking a trade on GBP/JPY, I will be taking a trade just below this. Just below this. I'll mark this out. So the lucky color here today is green. Okay, so I'm gonna mark this out. And if it comes below this, and if it breaks below 139, 149, then I'm gonna take that trade up, a trade down, because you know why? Clean candle to the left on the 30-minute. It looks very super clean, super clean. All these are clean candles. So I'm waiting, but also we have some issues here. Why? Because previous resistance now turns super strong support. So now we are trading within this range, and if we break up over this, then we have this clean candle all the way up to here. So let's neaten this up. Let's put it like this, right? So now you need to know that, okay, you know what? If we break up over here, price will look left, and it will look left, and it will see, you know what? Oh, this is the clean candle, clean candle. All this is a clean candle. So what's going to happen? What's going to happen? Price is going to do something like this, form like this, and the next candle is going to boom all the way up. This is what I'm looking for. So either sells or buys. So you need to have two scenarios in your head. You need to have two scenarios, right? Two scenarios, and so I have buys over this and buys over this. I want to buy over this 139.482, and I want to buy over 139.685. So selling, I want to sell below 139.149. So I'm specific with my prices. I'm not going to sell right now. I'm not in any rush to take a sell. I'm not in any rush to take a buy. And yeah, even for London, right? London, we waited for 1 hour. We waited for 1 hour, an opportunity presented, and we executed on that opportunity. And price fell like a waterfall. Like it just kept on falling. And even I was pretty amazed. So right now I'm waiting. And looking at gold. Let's look at the 5-minute on gold. Let's look at the 5-minute. Yeah, 5-minute is forming like a support over here. But yeah, I would want a 15-minute to form a support. So let's look at news. So this is the place where I go to look at news. Forex Factory. Forex Factory gives you news. And today is the 1st of December. So 1st of December, we have GDP for CAD. So we don't trade CAD. And then we have 8:30. We have some ISM news. So yeah, 8:30. I'm done by 7 here. So let's look at, yeah, GPUSD also fell down. Oh my God, look at this GPUSD. GPUSD, yeah. So my good friend Rashif wanted some analysis here during London for GPUSD. So buys over this. So price close, look at this, price closed just below this, right? Below this, and buys were not valid, and this broke the low. So as this breaks the low here, your buying bias fades, and then it came down here. And then we got that news, right? Some news, and that news, it broke the low, and then only manufacturing was pretty good, and services sector was in a downfall. So because services sectors was in a downfall, what happened? Price just gushed down. Price just gushed down, so all the way down. And this was your second entry, right? This could have been your no, 15 minute, right? 15 minute. Let's look at the 15 minute. Yeah, this could have been your second entry, right over here. As price broke the low, you took sales, and you would have made around what, all the way down here. Yeah, around 13 pips. Yeah, but it's very iffy situation, you know. So when you're in an iffy situation, you don't take a trade. Yeah, so look at this guy. This guy is forming bullish. This guy is bullish. Yeah, this guy is bullish, and waiting for. It's pretty good. I mean, it looks good. It looks good. So let's say if I want to take an entry here, right? If I want to take an entry at the top, my stop loss is at 14 pips. Maybe here on 30 pips. Nah, so I would want. Yeah, it looks good. Looks good. Looking at the 15 minute. 15 minute. Yeah, 15 minute is trying to come up. So this was a. So yeah, 15 minutes trying to break the high, and yeah. So if it breaks the high, let's say if it breaks the high, can make it a retest. So it's around 37 pips. 37 pips to take a trade up there. Yeah. So we gotta wait. Yeah. Wait. 5 minute. Yeah. So now you gotta really wait, right? Why? Because now this formed a support, right? So Rida, remember you were asking me where it can form a support. So now this is a support.
Yeah.
This area is
So
now a
it's
support.
strong support, is it?
Yeah, it's a strong support. It's forming a support here. So now, right, this candle has a higher probability of it retesting this high, because price made a high during London, so it has a higher probability of it retesting this high. So now we have to wait. So yep. GJ almost there. GJ, oh, GJ is almost coming down. Okay, everything is coming down now. Okay, GJ is coming down, but I'm not going to take a sell yet. No sales yet, because this is a strong area. Strong area. Yeah, so gotta wait. Yeah, so now we have clean candle to the left. So even if I'm taking an entry here, right, where's my stop loss going to be? My stop loss, oh, this is a breakout candle. Yeah, this is going to close in 1 minute, right? So 1 minute, so we have to wait. Let's wait. 1 minute, it's closing in 1 minute. So let's see, let's wait. You get paid if you wait. So let's see what happens. This area looks pretty good. This area looks pretty good. GJ is also looking good. Both of them look pretty good, but gold is going to pay you a lot. Gold is going to pay you a lot if it breaks up and comes over here. This will be my target on gold if it breaks up. If it breaks up, we are coming all the way here. And GJ, yeah, GJ is breaking down in 37 seconds. If GJ breaks down, I would say the first target will be right over here. Oh yeah, let's remove this. Yeah, so I'm not taking a sell on GJ as yet. I'm waiting for price to give me a confirmation. So just because price has broken below this, I wouldn't be taking, because today is the 1st of December. Remember that this is your first trading day for the month, right? And now as we break this low, right? As we break this low, looks favorable to take, but you gotta wait. Let's look at, let's enlarge this. So if this breaks the low, value stops me above this area. Let's see, as you break the low, yeah, 3.6 pips, and you're hoping, you're waiting for price to come down here. Yeah, yeah, so yep. So I'm not taking sales. Nope, I'm not taking sales. Yep, there we go, price is coming down. This area is your first target. So I am not taking sales on this, because I had my one trade during London today, and I want confirmation, and I would want some kind of a proper confirmation, you know, because today my requirements are pretty high. My requirements and my standards for taking trades today will be pretty high, right? So yeah, this has broken the high. This has broken the high. Yes, now we can get a wick fill all the way up there. Can we get a wick fill all the way up there? Can we get a wick fill all the way up there? Wick fill all the way. Yeah, look at GJ. GJ is falling. Yep. Nice. So Umar here. Oh, nice. Umar took a trade here. 139, 100, and your stop side 139, 174. Pretty good. 7 pips, almost 7.4 pips. That's amazing. That's amazing. It's lovely. And your target is right over here. So I would say your first target, I think. Oh, there we go. Sweet. This was pretty good. Yeah, this was pretty good. Yeah, so your first target, right, Umar? Your first target will be right over here. Your first target will be right at this point. Right at this point, this area here. This area. Why? Because we have some rejections here. First area will be right here over here. So manage your trade. If you're taking that trade, manage your trade. And if you're not taking it, that's good. That's fine. That's totally fine. And yeah, look at gold. Gold went up. This was the target. As it broke the high, right? As it broke the high, this went up around 14 pips. 14 pips. 14 pips. Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty good. Oh yeah, see, target hit. This was the target. I told you this was the target. Why? Because this guy rejected this area. And this entire move was around 15 pips. Wow, amazing, 15 pips. I hope you secured at that target. I hope you secured. Took it, closed it, secured. Very nice, very nice, very good, very good. Yep, very good. Yeah. I had some tiny buys over here. Tiny buys at this point, secured over here. Yeah. So Mr. Mudan Naik, where did you take a trade? Which trade did you take? Was it gold or was it GJ? Which one is it? GJ. Oh, okay. Nice. So nice. So everybody won today. Nice. That's pretty good. Took this trade right over here. So Umar, would you like to come on call and come on mic and explain to me? So this December is going to be full of like, you know, learning curves, explaining why you took a trade. So would you like to come on call and would you like to explain why you took that trade and where was your stop and what was the rationale behind your trade? all right. Okay. Fine. Oh, what? Oh, wait. I'm confused. Oh, okay. So Umar Irfan today is not Umar Irfan. It's somebody else. It's Rashif Rashad. Yes. So Rashif Rashad, what did you take today? What was the rationale behind your trade? I knew it. You're the only guy who sends charts over here. So I was pretty surprised to see Umar's chart here today. So tell me, what was your rationale behind this trade and how did you manage your risk? How did you manage your trade? Tell me that. If you're up for
Basically, so I took that trade because of the strong support at 139.
Okay, 139. Okay.
Okay. It broke.
Okay.
I thought obviously, since that support was broken, it has to at least mirror the candles to the left somewhat.
Okay, right. All right. So you took.
So that's the only reason.
Okay, nice. So you closed it, right?
Yes, I closed it at 138.985.
138 point. Okay. All right. Fine. Okay, that's good. Yeah, no problem. That's fine. That's good. So pretty good. That's pretty good. And what about Jason? Jason, what was your entry? And if you can send a chart, that'll be awesome. So everybody can have a look at your chart and see what your action. Yes.
I don't have the chart, but I can send you a screenshot of the trade.
Okay. No, that's fine. So tell me why you took the trade. Like, what was your rationale behind taking this trade?
So once the trade broke at the candle little below rest to the right.
Okay, okay, right here. Okay,
No, little above. Yeah, once that candle broke and it was red,
okay, right.
right?
Okay,
Then I thought it broke the
low.
support on top.
Okay,
Yeah.
right. Okay,
And I thought so. Then the next trade it formed and it started coming down a bit,
okay.
and I sold at that point.
You sold at that point. Okay, right.
And I closed it pretty fast actually.
You
So
closed pretty fast. Okay, so where did you close it at? What price did you close it?
139, 136 I went in and I closed at 139, 103.
139. You went in at 139, 136, right? So 139, 136 was right over here. Okay, right over here, and then you closed out
139, 103.
139, 103. Okay, that's pretty. 103, right? 10. Okay, okay. So you
The
closed out
reason I
super
closed-
fast.
Yeah, the reason I closed it fast is I increased the lot size. I put a 2 lot.
Two lot. Oh, okay, okay, right, right, right. Okay, you
So I
made.
didn't want to take- when I
okay,
made the cash, I just used it.
Okay, okay, that's fine. As you're still learning, that's okay. That's pretty good. So now, if you secured, if you want a $1 profit, it's still profit end of the day. That's
Yeah.
that's what you have to understand. $1. So that look at this rejection exactly at this point. This was the target. So if you closed your trades here, that was amazing. But if you're holding this, man, oh man, you're in a rejection.
Yeah, I made $63 off that trade.
Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Nice,
I
nice.
was like, it's fine.
Yeah.
Be satisfied with what you did and I closed it.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Yeah. So I had some buys over here. I had some buys as we broke over this, and price went up all the way. So I wanted price to come down here. So I secured. See, end of the day, whenever price is going in your direction, and if there's money left on the table, you need to secure that cash, right? You need to secure it. So I secured 0.50 at this point, 0.50, and then I had. I had 1.5. I had 2 lots open, so I secured 1.50 over here, and then I had 0.50 running, and 0.50 came down, so I closed that in a $10 loss. That was a $10 loss. Yeah, $10. That's fine. That's okay. So yep. So now see, this is the same thing, right? If you were in this stream when we traded CPI. Yeah, CPI, yeah, price came up. It looked like it was going to go up, right? So everybody was in profits. Everybody was like, okay, money is on the table. We're going to hit this target. No, what happened? Price came all the way back down. So look at this. Look at GJ. Look at GJ. This is why you need to secure. You need to secure every single time. If you're in profits, you need to secure it. And if you made profits for the day, right? So I had 2 trades today, and I had 2 trades. Actually, I had 3 trades. One was during London. I had buys on GJ, and I closed that. Oh, let's remove this area. What's happening here? Yeah, so I had buys. I had buys during London. I had buys during London before the London stream started. I closed it right over here. Price made a high. I thought, what, price is going to go up? No, I wasn't comfortable, right? So I identified a losing trade. This was definitely a losing trade, but I just lost what? I didn't lose anything. I had a 0.80 profits, and that's it. And then we waited, and during London we got this move down. So I made around $30 profit there, $35 profit there. And then right now, so I won. So the first trade wasn't a trade at all, right? Because I identified it and I closed it. The second trade, right? Second trade was this. If you were present during London, you would have been in for a shock. This was like crazy. It just felt like waterfall. Everybody was pretty amazed. And then right now, yeah, I had a buy on gold. So this buy was pretty, the reason why I didn't put it up was this buy was pretty risky, right? Because I had a 2 lot open. So my risk was around $300 over here. So right over here at this place, and then I didn't want price to come down. So because this area, these wicks, right, always get filled at least 80 to 90%. So took buys as it broke the high. Took buys, and then price gushed up, and I closed I closed 1.50. I closed 1.50 over here, took profits, and I had a runner came down all the way, right, from to 1806, 81, 1806, 81, right over here. I closed it, wasn't holding it, and yep. So that was right over here. Now let's look. So Reda, you were asking me why I was going to take a trade here. So this is why I didn't take this trade, but Jason and Rashif took this trade. So looking at this, these were clean candles, right? So when price comes down here, you need to think in price's shoes, right? You need to think in his candle shoes. You know what? Oh, I'm coming down here. Now I am peeping left. I'm looking left, and I'm seeing, you know what? Oh, clean candles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then what happened? This mirrored, right? Let's put this up, right? This was the area, right? This was the area. This area is what you wanted, right? This area is what you wanted, this entire area, this area. Then you wanted price to mirror this area here, yeah, this area right over here, yeah, this area right over here. And then what happened? This is the high volume time, right? High volume time, and then you got that same move here. This is the same move. So these are money moves. You put you take sells here, you take sells here, and then you got that move. So yep, if you made even a $1 profit, it's profit for the day. So you have to be very, 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 very careful. Okay. If the candle on GJ closes weak, are we looking to fall to 138,900? Yes, I'm looking at that. I am looking at that as well. So if this candle right now, this candle is forming weak, right? It's a weak bullish candle, right? I'm looking at the 15 minute. 15 minute is also weak, right? 15 minutes is also weak, and closing in 2 minutes. But the only thing here is, right, so this wick down all the way, right? If this wick down all the way, so if we wait for the low to break, our stop loss will be about 22 pips. That's what I'm looking. That's what's putting me off, right? That's what's putting me off. Yeah, look at gold right now. Gold, if we break this low, oh, we are coming all the way down here. Why? Because after we clear this area, just imagine this, right? This is the customs area, right? Now you're coming down, you're coming with some smuggled goods. You're coming down, and then you see this area. There's a person standing here. Now you have to clear this area. As you clear this area, you see this clean green lane. So you walk through the green lane like a boss. So when you walk through the green lane like a boss, you make money. You make money in the markets. So that's what I look for every single time. Every single time I look for clean candles to make money. Yeah, so it's pretty good. I mean, first thing during London, we made money, and you guys made money during GPJPY sales. Pretty good, and yeah, so this was amazing. So your target was at 138. 138. So price went up to 138,960. 138,960, and you secured somewhere here, right? Yeah, somewhere here. This was the target. Yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good. Awesome. Yeah, so now Mr. Gold is coming down. And once he clears this area, right? Mr. Gold is in for a big surprise, right? He has to clear this area. As he clears his area, Mr. Gold will look left. He will look left, and he will say, you know what? This area is pretty good, pretty clean, all the way up here. That's what he will do, but we have to wait. Now it's broken the low as well. So yeah, now you have to wait. We have to wait. See, I secured right over here. And yeah, I didn't want to put it up because it was pretty risky. It was pretty risky, and I took one trade. Now this is a rejection candle. Why do I say this is a rejection candle? Because look at this. This has a long wick down. So once it has a long wick down, you look left, right? You look left and you draw this up. Okay, you draw this up. White is the lucky color here. Yeah, you draw this up and you see this area, see rejection. So now you know that this is the next support. So you bring this up here. So previous resistance now turns support. Previous resistance now turns support over here. So it's pretty important to understand that concept. And now once we break this small area, yeah, we have this clean wick fill to the left. Clean wick fill to the left, and yeah, so yeah, it's just like playing a video game. It's just like playing a video game. You have to manage your risk and take sells or take buys or whatever it is. Take sells, take buys, but you have to manage your risk. Oh, GPUSD is heading down. Yeah, GPUSD is down, heading down. Look at this. Broke the low, went down. Broke the low, went down. If we can break this low, we are off to the races. We are off to the races all the way. Next target will be all the way back here. All the way down here, all the way down. Because why? Why? Because clean candles, right? Clean candles. Oh, actually, there's a clean candle over here. Clean candle here, and then we go down here. So now, right? So now that we have lots and lots of time in our hands, yeah. So now, yeah, I'm not going to take a sell. I'm not going to take a buy. I'm done for the day. I'm actually done for the day. I took 2 trades today, 2 wins today, and yeah, I'm calling it a day today because 1st of December. The only concern I had was I didn't want to take a loss. That's all today. I didn't want to take a loss, but see, those are all human emotions end of the day. And super strong support there. Yeah, super strong support here. Let's extend this to the left, all the way to the left, right? So yeah, I think we'll get this big fill because it's 5:45 now. 5:45 is when volume comes into the market. So I think we'll get this wick fill, but I'm not taking any more trades. Not taking any more trades. You have to be very disciplined, right? Market gave you money, and you have to keep that money and conserve it. So even if I'm going to take a sell and it's going to be 13 pips, but no, I'm not looking for this. Yeah, we're getting this wick fill. We are getting this wick fill, but to get this wick fill, we need price to close below this. So with these 2 lines, right? With these 2 lines, you can make money in the markets. You can make money in the markets. Okay, so now this closed like this closed like this, and after that candle closes, if this candle, yeah, so if Jason, I think if this candle closes in 11 minutes over here, yeah, I mean, yeah, you can try sells, but I would advise you, it's always like this, right? You take 1 trade, the probability of you winning is like maybe pretty high, right? Pretty high. When you go on to your 2nd trade, the probability of you winning gets lower and lower. 3rd trade, the probability of you winning will be like 10%. Because why? Because in the 1st trade, you're aware of all your zones. You take all this information to your head. Right now you're very careful. You're very, very careful with your trade. You're very careful with your stop loss. You're very careful with your risk. Now you won that. It was easy. You won that trade. And now you go to take a 2nd trade, right? You go to take a 2nd trade, and what happens? You miss something out. You miss some information. You miss some major support point or major resistance point, whatever it is, you miss it. And after you miss it, the price rejects and takes back the profit that it gave you during the 1st trade. Now you think yourself, oh man, I should have just left it alone. I shouldn't have overtraded. I shouldn't have over risked, right? I shouldn't have over risked. So, right, you know, I shouldn't have over risked. I shouldn't have over traded. So this is for the long run, right? This is for the long run. So we took 2 trades and that's it. I took 2 trades and that's it. So I would advise you guys not to overtrade. Overtrading is a path to disaster. It's a recipe for disaster. So treat it like a, yeah, exactly. So don't overtrade, and even if it goes your way, just say, you know what, no FOMO, fear of missing out, you know, I'm not going to get sucked into this. So no getting sucked into this. And if you get sucked into this, man, oh man, you will be sucked in for life. You will eventually become a sucker. So don't overtrade, don't over risk. So no, never. Even if it goes your way, just say, you know what, oh, I took 1 trade and that's it. The game here is you have to conserve the profits that you made for the day. You have to conserve the profits that you made for the day. And if you didn't make profits, if you took a loss, then you know what? So people ask me, right? Okay, so if you take a loss, will you take another trade? So even if I'm going to take another trade, I need at least 15 to 20 minutes, 30 minutes max in between those trades. Because you know what? We are all human beings, right? We are not robots. We are not robots. We're all human beings. And what happens is that once you take a loss, your mind will tell you, you know what? You have to recover that loss. What are you doing? Are you a loser? No, you have to recover that loss. And then you take another sell or a buy, and then you are falling into a loss further, deeper into the loss. And you won't even realize that it's eating away your capital, right? You won't realize it's eating away your capital. And yeah, so then once you stop, it's too late. You look back at your balance and you see that what, oh, wow, you know what, I overtraded, I over-risked, now my capital is down. So yep, no worries. Yeah, you can take leave, bro, and I will anyway put this recording up. So take care, and I will see you tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow. No worries. Take care, bro. Take care. All right. So yep. So looking at okay, there are more charts. That's pretty good. So if you have charts, send me your charts. Okay. So here we have Mr. Rashad, who is a risk taker over here. 139, 105. So now your stop loss is above this candle, and you are aiming for 138.966. This is what you're aiming for, right? 138.966. Okay, you're aiming for that wick fill. All right. So let's paper trade. Mr. Rashad's idea here. Okay, let's put this up. Your risk is here. All right. So your positions are right at this point, and this zone is 10 pips. Yeah, you're aiming for 10 pips. So 10 pips will be right here. So at 10 pips, you will be securing over here. All right. So let's see how, if we were in this trade, let's see how we can manage this, right? Let's see how we can manage this now. So he's aiming for the wick fill. 30 minute, looking at 30 minute. 30 minute is still open. Okay, 30 minutes, 30 minute broke the low, but it's still open, right? Still open, closing in 6 minutes. Let's look at the 1 hour. 1 hour is also still open, broke the low. Yep, perfect. So let's look at 30 minute. 30 minute is, yeah, okay. So once it comes here, right, you need to secure. And let's look at the 5 minute. So this trade was taken on the 15 minute. Yes, 15 minute. Let's go to the 15 minute and let's monitor this trade. And let's see how this trade works out. And oh, there we go. Oh, you didn't take this trade. Okay, you didn't take this trade. Yeah, I know. It looks pretty satisfying. But no, I wouldn't take this trade. This was Jason's idea as well. You know, as it comes down and as it breaks this area, you come down. So at this point, 7 pips. So I would say to secure over here, because you know what, looking left, we have some issues over here. So securing over there makes sense. Why didn't I take this trade? Okay, so why didn't I take this trade, right? Because see, right, there was no confirmation for me. This was a weak candle, but even if I were to take this trade, when am I going to keep my stops? All the way here? Maybe I would have kept it here, but out of 10 trading days, if I were to take this all 10 days, then I would only profit 2 days. I know that for sure. So because wicks are deceiving. All these wicks are deceiving, you know. They tell you, it's very inviting, it's very exciting. You know what? It invites you. Come take a trade. Come over here. The door is open for you. Come over here. And then you walk in blindly. And maybe 2 out of 10 days, like, you know, it works out. But the other 8 days, it comes back here and then it whiplashes. That's why I didn't take it. So I have a rule book, right? I have a rule book, 2 trades. If I win those 2 trades, no matter how appealing the final trade or third trade is, I won't take it. Yeah, see, this reached target. This was our target here. It broke the low, and this broke the low, and we reached target. Yep. So now, once we break this, right? Once we break this and close below this, something like this, something like, let's draw this up here. Something like this, right? Something like this. And then I want another candle to form something like this, like a weak bullish. And then I want the other candle to break this low. So as it breaks low and it looks left, this is what I want. This is what I want on this area. So let's see. I mean, I'm not going to take any more trades, but just commentary, you know, just commentary. Yeah, so it's coming down. So at this point, you need to secure majority of your positions. And yeah, so, oh, there we go. There we go. This is around 9 pips, 9.1 pips. I know it looks very satisfying to take, but you should, temptations are what spoils everything, you know. Temptations are what brings disaster. So you need to be satisfied with what you got. Right, so now at this point, you know what you should do. If you are in this trade, right, put stops to break even. So I'm saying, like, if I was in this trade, I would be managing stops to break even, and I would have secured majority here. Now 545 is already done. Next volume time is 6:15, and 6:15. If we can get a volume push, that would be awesome. Now, right, 138.961. If we break below 138.961, we are coming down. First this area, and then this area. This area is next. Next on the kill list. Next on GJ's kill list. So can you explain what a runner is? How we should decide to keep or close a runner? Okay, so this, right? Okay, now let's take this, right? So what a runner is basically, right? So now let's say you took this trade, right? You took this trade. Okay, you had a one lot open, right? You had a one lot open. So now let's measure this pips. This is around 9 pips, right? So on a one lot, right? On a one lot, let's go to text. One lot, okay. Okay, so 9 pips. So 9. So one lot, on a one lot, it's $90, 90 USD, right? So now you come to this area, right? Now you come to this area. Now, when I say close half, right? When I say close half, you close 0.50. So one lot is basically, you close 0.50 of one lot, right? So when you close 0.50 at the same place over here, what do you close? You close $45 in profit. So when I say a runner, the runner is the remaining lot. Runner is a remaining lot. Runner is basically 0.50. That is half of this, right? So when this runner, so when I say runner means your stops at break even. So that means no loss, no profit over here. So you want this to run all the way as far as possible, you know, as far as possible. You just can run all the way up to here, and then the runner will do your extra dirty work. So when I say that, so this area from here, let's say you secured majority here, you secured half of this, right? 0.50, and your other 0.50 is your runner. So 0.50, this runner can run all the way here. Like this runner is at break even, right? So you have just let it run to see if this can go further down, if this can bring you more money, if this can bring you more profits, if you can get a 100 pip move. Because my runners have ran like a 0.10, like 0.0005 have ran for around 100 pips, right? 100 pips, 150 pips, 110 pips. So that 0.50 brings in like $50, right? $50 on a 100 pip trade. So like that, if this 0.50 runs for 100 pip, you get $500. So instead of 45 USD, now you make, let's say your runner runs for 100 pips, right? So 100 into 0.50 into 10, right? So what's that? $500, $500 USD. Total profits for the day. Is, now you close this in the beginning, you close this at 9 pips. You close it at 9 pips. Total profit for the day is 45 USD plus this runner that ran for 100 pips, 500. So now you made 545 USD for the day. Now see how much damage your runner did. Your runner did around 100 pip damage, which means your runner ran all the way down. So runners, when you trade with runners, basically your stops at break even, and you are hoping and you want price to push further down for you to get an extra move or extra money or like extra amount of pips. So that's what a runner is. End of the day, that's what a runner is, right? So that is a runner, and eventually, so a runner I had on gold was like this, right? A runner I had on gold was, I had a 2-lot open, right? As this broke the high, took buys, this came up here, so I secured. So let's take this as an example, right? I secured 2 lots, right? 2 lots open, right? So as price came up, so at 11 pips, right? 11 pips, I secured, out of my 2 lots, I secured 1.50, right? Majority of the position I secured at this point, right? And then I kept a 0.5. What's the remaining lot is only 0.50, right? Why? Because I have 2 lot open, I secured 1.50. So out of that 1.50, I have only 0.50 remaining. So 0.50 was my runner. My stops were somewhere here. So I wanted this to run further up, right? So this 0.50 could have raked in at least $200. But what happened? Price decided to go bearish, right? As it was going bearish, I closed right at this point. So my 0.50 lot, right, it resulted in $11 USD loss. So overall profit on the 2 lot was so I made around 1.11 pips, right? So let's keep this at 10 pips. So 10 pips. So 10 pips. So 150 minus 11 USD, and the answer is this thing. So that's how you. So 139, right? 139. So 139 USD was my profit. So that's how runners work. Normally I keep it on break even, but today I didn't keep it on break even. So that's how runners work. Yes, runners. Who is this? So runner, basically the strategy that you hope to. Yes, exactly. This is what a runner is, right? Can be either profit or loss. So basically 99% of the time, runner is always kept on break even. What do you mean by break even is, let's say I had a runner here, right? I had a runner here, price came up and then it went all the way back down, right? So my entry point was here. So normally, let's put this up. My entry point was here. Let's say normally I would want price to not come down here. I would want price to continue further, but price came down here. So if I put stops at break even, right, my broker will automatically close my trade with no loss or no profit. That's what a stops at break even means. No loss, no profit, only commissions. So yep, that's what a runner is. And looking at this, yeah, see it came down here. You should have secured at this point. And so what if price is coming up over here? So your stops at break even, so you get stopped out. So what I mean by stopped out is your broker will close your trade with no loss or no profit. You only have to pay commissions. Commission is per lot. Commissions are like $7. So my commissions are around $6 per lot. And yeah, so yep, you pay commissions right over here. As it comes to your entry, your broker will automatically close it. Why? Because you have put stops at break even. Yeah, so now I think gold is waiting for news. Gold is waiting for ISM manufacturing. See, this looked very exciting, right? This looked very exciting. This is where majority got in. I'm telling you, this is where majority got in. So as majority got in, the only difference that myself and the majority had was I secure my profits. As it goes into 10 pips, I secure it. I put my stops to break even. So what the majority did was, you know what? Oh, I want this full thing. Get greedy. Once you get greedy, man, your world collapses. Once you start getting greedy, once you want that extra piece, that extra whatever it is, and you're not happy with the profits, you go into a loss. So price came up here. I secured right over here. I secured right at this point. And price came down, and then people are still holding, right? People are still holding, hoping and praying that price goes up, right? All these people who bought here, now they're currently, oh my God, they're currently in a big loss right over here. So loss of 32 pips. Imagine I was holding that. 32 pips on a 2 lot is $600, $605. Yeah. So nope. So I'm good. I'm good for the day, and yeah, I'm actually good for the day, and just waiting. Just waiting. And we took this paper trade based on this analysis. So worked out only 7 pips, 7 pips. So yeah. So at this area now, it's doing its thing here. If we break the low, yeah, we can continue further down. We can continue further down. Right, we can continue further down. And I would say, right now, let's put this up here. Okay, I would say that another entry that would excite me, and if we get it, is that what this wick fill. This area is around, yeah, this area is also pretty small, around 14, 15 pips. Yeah, so we'll see what happens. We have to see what happens. So, yep, so you have to be very, very, very specific with your trades, very specific with your trades. I took buys over here. Earlier I took sells on GJ. So these, I think I'll post this London sells as a highlight because that was amazing. Price just kept on falling. And yeah, so yeah, so so I opened London sessions because some of the people here are from Australia, and for them it's around 11:45. When this stream happens, it's around 11:30, 11:45, and they find it pretty hard to stay awake and like be focused, right? So it's not fair on them. And for them, Asian looks favorable, but Asian session rarely and barely moves, and therefore started doing London sessions. So twice a week, right? Twice a week, Tuesday and Thursdays. So all of you guys also are welcome. So yesterday, I think my team sent out an WhatsApp message inviting you guys. So I think 6 people turned up today, and I think you guys prefer NY, right? So it's okay. I mean, if you take a trade for London, and if you feel that that's enough for the day and that you hit your quota, you don't have to come here, right? You don't have to come here. So what I usually do is after 7 o'clock, right? After 7 o'clock, this is my routine. After 7 o'clock, I take 15 minutes break. I take a 15 minutes break, and I have prayers. I pray and I commit to that. And then after that, I come back here with a fresh mind and I analyze this. I see what I did today, right? I see what I did today, and I see, you know what did I do wrong today? What could I have done better? What could I have done? What could I have waited? Could I have had patience? So I wait and I see what I could have done better. And based on that, I journal it down. I write it down, and then I make my highlight videos. So I have all the trades until today. Whatever I have taken, all these trades are documented and kept with dates, with specific notes, what I look for, what I learned here today. So every day when I come to the markets, I see the same thing happening again and again. So that builds up confidence. So opening a 2 lot back in the day was like a big thing, right? As soon as you open, you go into a massive drawdown, like $14, $15, and $14, $15 is like a lot of money in Sri Lankan rupees. $14, $15 is like a lot of money, right? So back in the day, like you had that mindset, you know what? Oh, you always convert to your base currency. You shouldn't be doing that. That's what happens when you go abroad as well. When you go on a holiday, you convert this money, right? Oh, this is so expensive. You know what? This in Sri Lanka or this in Singapore is pretty cheap. You know, this in Malaysia is pretty cheap. So when you convert, you are converting to that mindset, you know. So you have to stick. So if USD is your base currency, you have to think in terms of USD. And $7 loss a day is nothing. $7 loss is nothing. Like $7 is like, you know what? Oh, that's just paper money. You know, that's okay. That's fine. So you have to convert to that. You have to convert to that mindset, because the moment you start converting your losses to your base currency, like rupees or Singapore dollars or Malaysian ringgit or whatever it is, Swedish krona or whatever it is, and you start seeing that will take an extra burden on your head. They'll be like, you know what? Oh, I lost this much today. I could have done so much with that money here today. I could have like, you know, gone here, gone there. No. When you come to trading, the only currency that you speak is US dollars or whatever base currency that you're using on your broker. It might be SGD or JPY or AUD or Hong Kong dollars. So whatever currency that you're using is your base currency. So don't convert. The moment you convert, like back in the day when I used to open a two lot, right? I used to think, oh my God, $14 loss. Like that's around 3,000 rupees, 4,000 rupees. Like I could, that's like, you know, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. And then as I took losses, I used to think, oh my God, like I took $100 loss. That's around 18,000 rupees. Like, you know, 18,000 rupees, 18,000 this thing. So yes, and as you convert that mentality slowly to dollars, right? Then your base currency is dollars. You think in terms of dollars. Oh, $7. Oh, that's nothing. I can make that. I can make that in a day. I can make that in an hour. You know. So you just have to think in terms of currency. I'm not boasting. So what I'm saying is, when you think in terms of base currency, one base currency without converting, right? The only time you convert is when you're withdrawing. When you're withdrawing money, that's the only time you need to think about converting and saying, okay, how much will I get? How much will I get? And like, you know, my bills are this much, and how much will I get? That's all. That's all you have to convert. Apart from that, there's no point converting and like, you know, putting yourself through a lot of stress and like, you know, going through like all that burden, right? No point converting. So if you are depositing $500 to your account, if you are depositing $200 to your account, or even $1,000 to your account, that's it. After you deposit that, then you think, you know what, okay, $1,000. And you need to have risk. You need to have a risk in your mind and like, you know, play by that risk. 3% a day, 4% a day, that's it. One trade, if you're taking two trades, you divide that risk into half, 1.5, 1.5. So that's it. Simple as that. Trading is not complicated, right? End of the day, trading is not complicated. It's basically playing your edge out in the markets, right? Playing your edge out. See, now this is just ranging. This is just so slow, right? Why is it slow? Then you look at the charts, you look at the news, and you see that we have a lot of news coming up at 7 p.m. That's CAD news, and at 8:15 we have US 10 news. So that is why it's raining. Look at GJ. GJ is 5:45 is the time we had volume, right? 5:45. Look at the time. 5:30. This was the volume time. Next volume time is 6:15, and the next volume time is 8 p.m. So if you come during those times, and if you look at the markets, wow, you can just leverage that against. That's one edge. Second edge is confirmations, taking sells and highs or lows break, or simple as that. So you gotta be very, very, very risk averse, you know, because this month is December, right? So yep. So somebody USD JPY looks promising. Oh, USD JPY, my old friend. Yeah, I don't trade this anymore. I don't trade USD JPY. USD JPY is pretty slow. So second thing is that if you're trading one pair, you stick to that pair. You don't look at other pairs. Once you start looking at other pairs, GJ will get jealous. Like, oh, you're looking at other pairs. Okay. You're looking at other pairs. Fine. You know what? I'm not going to give you a trade today. I'm going to take your money. Simple as that. Like, I have that mindset. If I'm looking at one pair, I'll look at one pair. Simple as that. So yeah, UJ is pretty slow. UJ, to be honest, is pretty slow. And so yeah, this one candle is 10 pips. It looks big, but it's just 10 pips, 10, 12 pips. Whereas GJ, my best friend, just one candle can go up to 30 pips. So yeah, now this is, if this breaks low, we're coming down here. And this area will be 6 pips. So you know the funny thing today, right? So I posted some questions last night, and I wanted to see how people react, right? I want to see what people choose. And there was one question, right? How to flip $100 account to $1,000. Do you want to know how to flip that? And let me tell you how the percentage of people answered yes, right? So let's look at that. Look at that, right? Let's see that. Yeah, so 80% of the people, that was around votes was 67 votes. 67 voted for yes, and only 3 voted for no. And so that, right? So that Do you want to know how to flip $100 to $1,000? That is why this industry has a high failure rate. That is why this industry has a high failure rate. 90% of the people fail because of that, because they want to flip accounts. They want to flip accounts, and I know some guys just voted yes to see for the fun of it, but you see the overall picture, right? So 90%, right? 90%, 80% here out of my entire following list, 80%, right? 80% voted for yes. And then I had another one, right? Why do you trade Forex? 77% voted for money. Only 23% voted for passion, right? So one thing, I'll tell you this, right? If you're going to a job just because of the money, just because you have to make some cash and all that stuff, you won't last in that job long enough. If you love doing that job, perfect. That's fine. I love doing this. I love running this. I love running the stream. I love trading. So that's my passion. Like, I'm not here for the money. Money is a byproduct of passion and persistence, right? Consistency and constant effort, right? So passion. So first thing, why do you want to trade Forex? 77 voted for money, 23 voted for passion. And then so over here, out of the 3 people who voted for no, right? 3 people who voted for no, I'll tell you who voted for no. Who voted for no here? I'll tell you if any of my members here voted for no. Any of my members, let's look at this. Yeah, let's see. Yeah. Looking at I'm not exposing anybody. Oh yeah, so JJ voted for passion, right? JJ voted for passion. No, that's really good. That's pretty good. So JJ voted for passion. That's super good. And yeah, these results are pretty funny. Yeah, these results are pretty funny. And do you want to know how to flip $1,000 account? Let's look at that. Let's see if we can call out some people who voted for yes. If we can call out some people who voted for yes. Should I call out people who voted for yes? Should I call out people who voted for yes? Yeah, so yeah. A lot of people here voted for yes. Yeah, so money is just a byproduct of persistence and constantly doing. So will you quit your 9 to 5 to become a full-time trader, right? 67 voted for yes. 67 voted for yes, right? Okay, that's fine. No, 33%. Okay. So are you a promising? Okay, that's fine. Are you a risk taker? So do you have enough capital to start your trading career, right? So look how it contradicts, right? So 67 voted for yes, right? They want to quit their 9 to 5 to become a full-time trader. But when I asked them, do you have enough capital to start your trading career? 58 voted for no. So does it make sense? No, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. So maybe you can use your 9 to 5 to full your capital, like build your capital, and then put it in Forex, like keep a small sum aside and put it in Forex, and then you can trade it, right? So this was, and do you see yourself investing in any assets for the next 6 months? Some guy replied to me saying he'll be willing to buy tires. Yeah, he'll be willing to buy tires. Okay, I don't see the point, but yeah, he'll be willing to buy rubber tires. Okay, so assets, maybe that's assets for his car, so that's fine. And yeah, oh yeah, so look at this, gold is coming up. So made a high. So now during NY, so 615, right? So 615 price is heading up. So 615, if we can break up over here, we can fill this wick and then we can head over there. Yeah, so very risky once again. No confirmations. Looking at 30 minute, yeah, 30 minute is closing side by side. Look at the 5 minute. 5 minutes, yeah, 5 minutes breaking the high. This 5 minutes break the high, yeah, we can come, oh, it broke the high. If you're taking an entry, your stop loss is below this. 7 pip stops, and you're targeting around 15 pips. So almost 1 to 3, 1 to 2.5, like that. Yeah, so it's coming up. So this is a very risky trade because it's the 5 minute. 5 minute is a very weak time frame, right? Very weak time frame. So nope, I'm not taking. No. I'm not taking this trade. Nope, I'm not taking this trade. I'm waiting for. I'm actually done for the day, so I'm just waiting for GJ to break below this area. If at all we get a trade, and take sales. But if not, if by 7 o'clock, if I'm done, then that's it. That's it for the day. Yeah, we're heading up. We are heading up over here. We are heading up. Yeah. So if this is a very strong resistance, and yeah, you can trade, right? You can trade gold, but your lot size has to be super small. It has to be super small because gold has high stop loss, right? So if you have a $200 account, yeah, I would say a lot size on gold would be like what, a micro lot, 0.02, 0.05, maybe. Yeah, not even 0.05, like, because gold moves a lot. 0.02 would be okay. 0.02, because gold moves a lot, right? Gold moves a lot, and if you're on the wrong side of the trade, then man, that's gonna take a huge toll on your account, right? So I would say stick with GPJPY, like GPJPY or any other currencies first, and then after you get the hang of all the strategies and everything, like, stop loss and like breaking of the high, like irrational entries and all that, then you can look at gold. Then you can, like, risk a small percentage on gold and see. Or you can backtest gold. What you can do is you can backtest gold and you can see, okay, you know what, now it's breaking the high, and if I take a trade here, can I get price to come up to 1808? 1808, there we go, 1808 coming up next, right? So you have to be very very this thing. Yes, so just use a very small lot size, or like back test it. I preferably think that you backtest gold. You backtest anything that you're getting into newly, you have to backtest it. Like in the beginning, I used to backtest GPUSD. So long before you guys joined, I think JJ and Ashfaq was here. So long before you guys joined, used to backtest GPUSD every single day, and then it worked out. I backtested it for 3 days, and the fourth day I took a trade, and that was my highest profits for the day. GPUSD paid me a lot. So I think that was the only trade I took on GPUSD. After that, I haven't touched GPUSD. But it's very it's not slow. Its price action is pretty weird. You know why? Because right now USD market is open and GPA market is also open. So two pairs are fighting to take its place. So yeah, so we came up all the way here. 1807, 689, 1807, 689, and yeah, so 1808. 1808, yeah, that's crazy, pretty crazy. This is why you shouldn't hold trades. Like, imagine, right? This came down, right? I always imagine these situations, right? So what if, like, I was holding a trade, like, I took buys as it broke the high, right, or earlier. If I was holding this trade, I would have been at 40 pips, $800 loss. So will I want to go through that? No. Stop loss. So stop loss, how do you calculate? Oh, there we go, we're going up. Stop loss is basically calculated in pips, right? So let's say I'm taking an entry here, right? Now let's say this hasn't happened. Let's put this up. Now let's say this hasn't happened, right? None of this hasn't happened, right? So now I'm entering a trade here, right? I'm entering a trade here, right, at this one, short. I'm taking a sell, right? So my stop losses are always kept on top of the previous candle. So let's say I'm entering a sell here, right? So my stop loss will be kept above this. So if you want to measure the stop loss, there's a measuring tool right over here. Life is easy. Measuring tool right over here. You take this measuring tool, right, and you draw this all the way up here, right? So 10 pips. So 10 pips stop loss. So how do you calculate stop loss in a dollar value, right? How do you calculate 11.2, right? 11.2 here. How do you calculate this? So stop loss, right? So basically, dollar value is stop loss, right? Stop loss was 11.2 pips, 11.2 into your lot size. Okay, so basically let me type this down. Pips into lot size into 10, right? So now your pip value here, let's measure this pip value. Let's keep this here. Let's measure this pip value. Your pip value here was 11.2, right? 11.2. Okay, let's put it at 11.2. Now you go, okay, dollar value equals 11.2 into lot size. So let's say you're using a 0.30 lot, right? Into 0.30 into 10. So into 10 is a standard value. So now what's the value over there? 11.2 into 11.2 into 0.3, 11.2 into 0.30 into 10 is 33.6. Hold on. 11.2 into 0.30 into 10 is $33, right? So $33. So you're risking $33 on this area, right? On this area over here, right on the top. So $33 is what you're risking, and you're making. So how do you calculate your stop loss? Your stop loss is right over here. So let's say right over here, right? So no, sorry, your take profit, right? Your stop loss dollar value is $33, right? So now you calculate this. Your risk is 18.4. Your gain is $18.4. So now let's calculate that, right? Let's calculate that dollar value in gains. 18.4, right? 18.4 into 0.30 into 10, right? 18.4 into 18.4 into 0.30 into 10 is $55. 55 USD is your gain. So now you're risking $33 to make $55. That's how you calculate the pip value. First you go to this, you draw this all the way up, and then you measure this. You take that value and then you put it here, and then you calculate pips into lot size into 10. So this is your dollar value. So that's how you calculate it. Yeah, that's how you calculate it. And is this sweet? Thanks, bro. No problem. That's how you calculate. Just keep this in mind. This equation will come in handy. And yeah. So let's look at gold. Let's look at gold. So yep. So yep, I will be right back, right? I'll be right back. Right. So yep. So that's how you calculate your pips, right? So now, so looking at look at this. Now we have a high probability of this to, oh, it's breaking the high. Now we have a higher probability of price going up. So looking at the 15-minute, yeah, we have this range. This is coming soon. All right. Take care, JJ. And see you tomorrow. Take care. Right, and yep. So gold, yeah, gold is pretty insane. Look at those moves. Gold is let's look at the spread on gold. Yeah, spread on gold is around 3-4 pips. Spread on gold is around 3-4 pips. So it's pretty tough, pretty tough. Yeah, so it's yeah. So now we're just waiting, right? So now, right, one thing, right? So one thing, what we can do, when price is not real, we remove these zones. Why? Because these zones didn't get respected. And yep, so you have to be very clean with your charts. So now let's remove this as well. The GJ, now see GJ came up, broke the high, and it's heading up, right? So you have to be very risk averse. Right now you have to be very careful with your trades, specific with your trades. Yeah, so let's see what happens, right? Let's see what happens. All right, so let's see what happens today. And so yeah, if you guys have any questions, right? Let's see, Isan, Jonas, Rail, Rashif, Reda, Umar, Ashfaq, Akif, Ahmad. If you have any questions, come on mic. Nobody is going to say anything. There's no such thing as a stupid question. So ask any questions. What about you, Ashfaq, Isan, Rail? So let me know. Let me know if there are any questions and I can answer them. All right, let's look at this. Okay, bro. All right, no questions for now. Same here, bro. I won 2 trades and I'm done. Thank you for today's session. All right, Jonas, take care. I will see you tomorrow. And enjoy your night. Take care. So let's look at Reda, what about you, bro? Any questions?
So far, so good, bro.
So far so good. So anything you want me to explain? So there's still like 30 minutes. Anything you want me to explain, I can explain right now. What about Ahmed, Akif, Umar? What about you, Rahil? Oh, everybody has their mics off. I'm going to unmute everybody right now. Okay. If anybody has questions, now's the time to ask. Yep. Who is that? Yes. All right. Okay. Rahil, all good for now. Okay. So I guess everybody's good for now. And yes, now is the time to ask anything, right? Now is the time to ask any questions. And if you don't have any questions, yeah, so that's okay. Then I will have, so anyway, I will have a session for candle formations, right? I'm going to invite I'm going to invite most of you guys. And I think you guys should attend that session. And yeah, see, we reached this area here. So now price is just going to be ranging. Price is going to be looking at news. And yep. So I think tonight around 9:30 p.m. I will be sending out the MT4 trades, MT4, how to use MT4, how to close half, how to let it run. I'm going to be sending that out. And once I send that out, if you have any questions, you can ask me. And if you are fine with that, the next step is understanding candle structures. So this is going to be very it's going to be kind of hard, right? To be honest, it's going to be kind of hard. But once you get that topic, get the entire structure of candles into your head, then it's just going to be like muscle memory. So you have to just attend that, right? You have to attend that. Today I will send you that, and I will probably have a lesson tomorrow. Lesson tomorrow for